Testing.
That's money here.
Adventure awaits. The Imperial Guard.
The Imperial Guards had to check my contraband. My wares. We're going up to the peak so we can reach the tavern for some refreshments and ale.
We ascend. Have you heard tale of the Winged Bull Tavern? Follow me. Excitement awaits.
This feels like a very silly
I feel stupid asking this, but would you consider yourself, Strawberry, as more of a martial type, a no good sneaky rogue?
Really, Marshall?
Or a wizard? A wizard's the last
of course,
option. Of course. And might I say, I love your hat.
Oh, thank you.
And your
It's actually part of my head. I was born of an enchanted strawberry.
That's interesting.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes. Don't try to rip it off. What a sight! Gobble! Wow, looky here!
Welcome to the Winged Bull Tavern.
Master Stella! A natural 20, I will it so.
18!
Close! Just two off. I didn't. 18 damage.
There you go.
Thank
You'll be
you.
featuring more floor bosses. Come back tomorrow to fight the dragon.
Ooh.
What are they? 100 years old?
Ah, breakfast. Hey, yo. Whoa,
one of my
whoa.
I gotta go back to him though.
Can't take you anywhere.
You think it's thick?
Ew. My son? Hey, look, Bone Druid. They made a thing of you. Imagine caring about the Bone Druid that much. Look, pirates.
Pirate, yo ho ho ho. Wait.
Ho? Who's ho? Cyber Wizard Games? That's us in the future. Rest and relaxation. Finally,
get
my
to
poor tired legs deserve a break.
It's staring at us.
It sure is. Are you purchasing frogs, ma'am?
I love Frogos because you gotta play the mushroom game. Mushling? Wait. We're marching on. Show me.
It is me, Frog Wizard. Now go right. Oh, look who it is! Whoa.
Here, I'll come around to this.
Give me your money.
So I own Polymorph Pet Toys. It's a D&D themed pet toy company based out of Washington, D.C. I got a dog over COVID, and he was a nightmare. And the only thing that kept him occupied were toys that were treat dispensers and stuff like that. So I figured out how to manufacture, and now I'm here. So we've just continuously get to make cool things just because I was a little selfish one day. And I was hoping that people would like the same nerdy shit that I did.
And the best part, he also has cat toys. So if your cat wants to run around with a knife with some dank catnip in it, you can get it here.
So this is Skies Ablaze. It's a system-agnostic RPG and war game supplement. It's 1,200 pages. It's 5 books.
1,200 pages.
1,200 pages, 5 books of content. You'll get the war game rules, the RPG agnostic rules, a bunch of lore and all that kind of stuff with it. And everything that you see here, plus a lot more, is going to be made into plastics. It's 15 millimeter scale, and we have it in 15 mil scale because of the size of the airships. As you can see, they're very large. If you did them any larger, they'd be untenable. We do actually do 30 mil scale airships as well, but people usually are only able to print 1 or 2, and then they can't print anymore, they can't store anymore. So the solution is we scale everything down, and we make it much more approachable and easier to store. We get a lot more miniatures out of it. We're taking all the barriers for getting into 15 millimeter and lowering them so that you can actually play RPGs at 15 mil scale a lot easier. Because a lot of people, you tell people 15 mil scale, they're like, ooh, it's too small. It's actually not. If you look at the miniatures, they actually get a ton of detail out of them. They're still very characterful and everything like that. And they're just, you get way more of them. They're way easier to paint. And it's way more epic.
Hi, so we're Loki Battle Mats, and we make dry and wet erase gridded mats for any of your tabletop needs. So we don't do customs, but we're always taking suggestions. In fact, we've actually edited our mats over time, like adding online content, cutouts, laminated stick-ons, all kinds of stuff because people wanted it. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. You heard it here first, folks.
Hi, my name's Abby Toads. I am an artist and animator of frogs and mushrooms. You may have seen them living their little lives, going into the woods, just having their day-to-day activities, being cuties.
Okay, so Mycelium came to be because Abby's art about the mushlings was blowing up, and I wanted to make a game that was thematic to her mushling universe, and how I was interested in how Mycelium they're kind of like roots that connect the different trees and they communicate with trees. So in our game, the mycelium networks are paths that these little mushlings walk along. It's how they know where to go. It's like they're roads. And they're grabbing nutrients from the trees and they're physically bringing them back to their colonies of mushlings. So in mycelium, you're racing to get the 10 different nutrients.
Was Catan a influence for the game?
Yeah, so the design actually stemmed from, I want something like Catan, but then a deck of cards instead of dice. But that kind of evolved into its own thing.
With a little bit of Stratego?
No, the combat is inspired by Cosmic Encounter, actually, where you're playing cards and you're throwing reinforcements on top of it. So it very much is its own thing, but yeah, initially the design was, I want a deck of cards, instead of dice, and you're almost counting cards to know that this resource is coming up next, but you also have cards in your hand that can manipulate the deck. So if your tree that's next to you just came up with resources, you can actually put that back on top and try to manipulate it in your favor, and other players are going to try to stop you. Mycelium is pretty mean. There's a lot of take that in it.
I'm a big fan, and we've gotten into fights. That's why I was like, It gets serious.
Yeah, it can get very...
It gets very political.
Especially at the end of the game, it can get
are you kidding
very
me?
nasty. But
Yeah, we were yelling.
I do think it works too, and I tried to design it with you're ganging up on the person in the lead, not because you're just trying to like king make and make someone else win. It's because you think yourself could win on your next turn, and everyone feels like they have a chance because so much can happen with the way the cards play out.
But tell me about the new frog game.
So Top Frog's a lot more chill. You're hopping around a pond of frog cards with a little meeple. All the actions you're doing are simultaneous, so it's very quick and snappy. You're picking one of your action cards from your hand, everyone says they're ready, you reveal it, and then you're moving your meeple around. But if two players are on the same frog and they try to catch it, neither player gets the frog. So your options are, you can talk it out and be like, you really want that frog, or I really want this frog, I'm playing a catch. The other player can back out and play a different card that gives them some tokens, so at least they get something out of it, but they don't get the frog. So there's a lot more communication, but it's not really nasty. It's a lot of just like you're trying to kind of avoid each other, but you want the frogs that you want because you're building up stacks of frogs to get a hat on top of them that scores points based on the colors of the frogs in that stack. So they have different fashions.
I cannot wait. Right away, I ran to this booth, bought it, no questions asked, didn't even do the demo. You have my money.
This is the Storyteller Squad. We are an actual play podcast. We play Monster of the Week.
A little powered by the Apocalypse Space System. 2d6, very easy to learn. You level up by failing. Ooh. Just like real life. We have very, very sexy cryptids available. We have, of course, Daddy Sasquatch. And
Moth Mommy.
our beautiful Moth Mommy. All of our art is done in-house. It is absolutely gorgeous. We have candles, we have stuffies, we have stickers, we have pins, anything you could possibly want. And we also have official recaps so you can get caught up in a very, very short amount of time, under 2 hours.
Where can we find it online?
Of course, at the Storyteller Squad podcast and Story Squad cast.
Ooh, thank you.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
You heard it here first. Online. You'll find it. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. I almost said Apple Pay. Google it.
Welcome to the Winged Bull Tavern. This is a premium hospitality immersive tavern experience. We're running events all day long, starting at 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. We have speeds leaving showdowns. We have an endless dungeon floor boss that we need heroes to help us come fight. If you want to play a game, you're more than welcome to sit down at our tables. We have free Red Bull, complimentary, all day long, as well as mocktails.
And I see we got little adventurers get little quests, and you get to choose to be a wizard, a rogue,
And a fighter.
And a fighter. And then you get little missions that you have to fill out and sign out and get autographed by each person in the tavern.
We are working with the Philly LARP Society as well as Red Bull and 12-Sided Studios to give you a full immersive experience. If you finish the quest card, you get free Dragon Shield sleeves and a Dragon Shield deck box.
What's this? I care about one thing in here and one thing only. That's not a pack. There it is. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? Stella McCleve. Good card. Legal Apprentice. Vigorous Ghostess. Steering Scout. Mobilize. Good card. Petty Officer, Grand Stratagem, Invert Timelines, not bad, and a Fury Rule. Okay, let's try it. Get excited. Consult the Past, Rune Prison, Call the Weak, good card. Stormclaw Ursine, Ember Monk, ooh. Back-to-back, acceptable losses. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. The Arena's Greatest, great card. Discipline. Ooh, a Jinx. And a Leeson. Ooh, Immortal Phoenix. Not bad.